It's official. American Idol Season 23's breakout sensation and newly crowned runner-up, John Foster, is headed to Paragon Casino Resort this July 5th. In a year defined by big voices and bigger dreams, John's story stood out not only for his vocal prowess but for the resilience, humility, and raw emotional power he brought to every note. Now, fans will get the chance to see him live and in person as he takes the stage for what's shaping up to be one of the summer's most anticipated musical events. The moment John Foster stepped onto the Idol stage for his audition, judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan knew they were witnessing something rare. Clad in a denim jacket and carrying his acoustic guitar like a longtime companion, he gave a stirring rendition of James Taylor's Fire and Rain. It was more than just a cover. It was a confession, a memory, a mood. The room was silent as he played, the judges hanging on each word, each breath, as though they were listening to the voice of someone who had already lived 1,000 lifetimes. By the end of the audition, Katy was wiping away a tear. Luke Bryan simply said, "You're the real thing." And Lionel gave him a golden ticket while calling him a storyteller America needs right now. Week after week, John Foster defied expectations. In a competition filled with powerhouses, he carved out his own space, one not defined by volume, but by soul. Whether interpreting Bob Dylan's poetic verses or reimagining Harry Styles' pop ballads with an Americana twist, he brought a signature style that was undeniably his own. His performances weren't spectacles. They were sermons for the soul, each one a quiet storm that swept over viewers nationwide. As the competition heated up, Foster revealed more of his story. Growing up in a small town in Arkansas, the youngest of 4 siblings, raised by a single mother who worked double shifts to keep food on the table and music in her children's lives. It was his mother, he said, who gave him his first guitar, a scratched-up pawnshop find, and taught him the power of a well-sung truth. That influence stayed with him throughout the competition, as he often dedicated performances to her or spoke of her with reverence in behind-the-scenes interviews. His rendition of Fleetwood Mac's Landslide, sung during the Top 5 week, was widely credited as the moment that cemented his place as a finalist. Sitting on a stool, backlit by soft amber lights, he barely moved. Yet the room transformed. Social media lit up with praise. Fans and celebrities alike reposted his performance. Stevie Nicks herself posted a heartfelt message on Instagram, thanking him for reinvigorating the song's meaning with fresh pain and timeless love. Though he narrowly missed the title, finishing as the runner-up in a nail-biting final, Foster left the competition with something arguably more powerful than a trophy: a devoted fanbase, critical acclaim, and a tour on the horizon. And now, that journey continues. Set to perform at the Paragon Casino Resort in Marksville, Louisiana on July 5th, John Foster's upcoming show promises an unforgettable evening. The venue, known for hosting some of the South's premier live acts, is a perfect match for Foster's intimate, immersive style. With its state-of-the-art acoustics and a crowd that knows how to appreciate true artistry, Paragon is gearing up to be the stage where John Foster goes from runner-up to rising star. For fans lucky enough to attend, the concert will offer more than just a replay of his American Idol highlights. According to early reports and exclusive interviews, Foster has been hard at work crafting new, original material, songs inspired by the emotional whirlwind of the last 6 months. Some tracks, he says, were written in hotel rooms during Idol's production. Others came pouring out once the cameras stopped rolling and the quiet of real life returned. In an interview earlier this week, Foster shared, "This performance is more than just a set list. It's a thank you to every fan who voted, to every person who listened, to everyone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I've poured everything I have into this night. I want them to feel seen. I want them to feel home." The setlist is rumored to include his now famous renditions of Landslide, Let It Be, and Carolina in My Mind, along with unreleased tracks like Highway Soul and Ashes and Angels. There's also talk of a surprise duet with another Idol finalist, whose identity remains a closely guarded secret, though fans have speculated it might be winner Lee Morgan or top 5 favorite Micah Jones. both of whom shared strong on-screen chemistry and off-camera friendship with Foster. Beyond the music, the evening is being billed as an immersive experience. Foster is collaborating with local visual artists and designers to bring his lyrics to life through projections, lighting, and interactive installations. It's a celebration of stories, he explains, not just mine, but everyone who's ever struggled and found their voice anyway. Tickets went on sale last week and are already selling out fast, with VIP meet and greet passes especially in demand. Fans are traveling from as far away as Nashville and Phoenix to be part of the evening, and the Paragon's on-site hotel is reportedly nearing full capacity. The resort has even announced special themed packages, including a Foster-inspired dinner menu and acoustic jam sessions at their lobby bar, making the weekend a mini music festival dedicated to his artistry. Critics who once saw him as too soft-spoken or too niche are now praising Foster's authenticity as a welcome antidote to today's overproduced pop landscape. Music bloggers have dubbed him the new voice of Americana, and his quiet intensity has been likened to legends like Ray LaMontagne and Jason Isbell. Yet Foster insists he's not chasing comparisons. "I just want to tell the truth," he says, "even if my voice shakes." As the July 5th date draws near, anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. Social media is awash with fan tributes, acoustic covers of his songs, and even a few heartfelt letters posted publicly from people who credit his music for helping them through grief, heartbreak, or anxiety. There's something about John Foster that defies explanation. Maybe it's his voice, equal parts gravel and grace. Maybe it's the way he looks out into the audience like he's seeing someone he used to be. Maybe it's the way he holds silence, not as a gap to be filled, but as a sacred part of the song. Whatever it is, it's real, and it's coming to Paragon. For those planning to attend, organizers recommend arriving early, as security and check-in are expected to take longer due to the large crowd and enhanced safety measures. Doors open at 6:00 p.m., with the show starting at 7:30 p.m. sharp. Parking will be available at the north entrance, with valet service for VIP guests. Food trucks, merch stands, and local vendors will line the promenade, offering everything from vintage records to artisan coffee. If you followed John Foster's journey from hopeful dreamer to household name, this performance is your chance to be part of the next chapter. If you're new to his music, prepare to be moved. Because when John steps on that stage this Friday, he won't just be singing songs. He'll be stitching together the memories, heartbreaks, and hopes of everyone who's ever longed to belong. And that's what makes this moment, this performance, this summer night in Louisiana, more than just a concert. It's a homecoming. It's easy to forget that just a few short months ago, John Foster was uploading grainy Instagram covers from his bedroom, barely cracking 2,000 followers. Now he's on the brink of national touring, fielding label offers, and headlining venues that once seemed far out of reach. But fame hasn't changed him. At least, not in the way you'd expect. He still answers fan DMs with quiet gratitude. He still calls his mom after every major milestone. And during rehearsals, he's known to stop mid-verse to make sure the band is vibing, not just playing. This humility is part of what endears him to fans of all ages. Teens see in him a new kind of role model. Soft-spoken, but strong, artistic without ego. Adults recognize in his lyrics the quiet truths they've often left unsaid. Seniors see a revival of the singer-songwriters they grew up with, dressed in modern skin. And everyone, regardless of age or background, feels the sincerity that lingers long after the lights go down. At Paragon, the venue team is preparing for what could be their biggest summer show yet. Event coordinator Melissa Randall said in a press release, "We've hosted Grammy winners, chart toppers, and Vegas acts. But John Foster brings something we haven't seen in a long time. People who drive hours just to feel something real. That kind of connection. You can't buy it. You can't fake it. That realness extends beyond the stage." Foster has partnered with local charities in Louisiana for the concert event, pledging a portion of the proceeds to support youth music education programs. "I wouldn't be here if it weren't for a beat-up guitar and a teacher who believed in me," he said recently. If this tour can help spark someone else's beginning, that's the real win. To accompany the performance, limited edition merchandise will also be available. not mass-produced but hand-curated. Each t-shirt, vinyl, and poster tells part of his story, including lyrics printed in his own handwriting, photos taken by his sister during Idol rehearsals, and even a journal-style booklet featuring excerpts from his pre-final thoughts.